Hi students, how are you? I hope that you all do well. Good. Are you busy with your homeworks and studies? Surely you have to spend your time on your studies properly with the timetable, and our classes are just like going on as in the school. So you must make your time properly used. Students, welcome back to the next class, that is lesson 9, soil. In this chapter, we are going to study the different topics related with soil. So here I will explain each point by point. We will not study in series. So we will study the points one by one. First point of the chapter is importance of soil. Can you just think for a moment what's the importance of soil in your life? Yeah, in my life. Yeah, really. You may have many answers, but here we are going to study some of the most important relations that soil has in our life. First, it's a platform for all forms of life, all types of organism, whether it is microscopic, yeah, developed organism, yeah, complex organism, yeah, whatever it is, their life is really deeply related with the soil. So it's a platform, it's a home for all forms of life. Second importance of the soil is plants absorb nutrients and water from soil. We know that all plants grow on the soil. They produce many fruits for us. So whatever the plants, they grow only on soil, and they absorb many nutrients, minerals, water from the soil. So without soil, plants cannot grow at all. If plants not there, we cannot grow at all. That's why plant is for not only for human being, for plants also, soil is a very important thing. Next is soil supports to maintain life in living organism. Our life, organism's life, directly, yeah, indirectly, is deeply related with the soil, because we live on the soil, we take many things from the soil, we grow agriculture products, we conduct agricultural activities, and we conduct constructions, development works, and our whole settlement, human inhabitants, is based on, conducted on the soil only. So soil gives such a support in order to maintain our life. And soil, we get many minerals mined from soil. So we are conducting mining activities. We are getting many such inorganic components also from the soil. So anyhow, directly, yeah, indirectly, or in organic form, yeah, in inorganic form, our life is mainly supported by soil. So soil is a very important life supporting factor for all the organisms. And the second point is components of soil. What are the constituents of soil? What are the ingredients of soil? So soil is made up of many such components, like soil includes water, soil includes organic matters, soil includes mineral and air. Soil has all these components in it. So water is, we get water from the soil, and organic matters, all whatever required for the soil for its fertility is present in the soil, and mineral, like inorganic matters, many minerals we get explained, and soil contains air too in a great amount. So soil is a combination, constituents of all these materials. More than that, soil is a mixture too. It's a mixture of, it's a combination of clay, silt, sand, gravel, and humus are the other combinations, yeah, components of soil. What is clay? Clay is a very tiny particle which cannot be sometimes even seen with a common microscope. Such a very tiny particle which is containing in the soil. Next one is silt. Silt is little more, bigger than the clay particles, and they are also included in the soil. And the third one is sand. Sand is much bigger than clay or silt. So they are highly present in the soil. And gravels. Gravels are the higher particles, biggest particles of the soil than any of these. So these all things together constitute soil. And here is a very special, very specific thing that is called humus. What is humus? We studied in previous classes, all organisms, once they die, they are discomposed, they are mixed up with the soil again. Whether it is plants, animals, a human being, whatever it is, once they die, their body parts, their body is mixing, decomposed with the soil, and it becomes a part of the soil. This remains of the dead or decayed organisms called humus. And this humus is very important fact in the soil because it makes the soil fertile. All organisms after decaying mix up with the soil and make the soil fertile, and this fertility of the soil is very important for the growth of the plants. So the soil becomes fertile with the presence of humus. So this is what the other components of soil. Students, let's see the next topic of this chapter is soil profile and types. What is soil profile means? The different characteristic features that the types of soil has, that is grouped, listed, considered into soil profile. And also the types of soil means the different varieties of soil found. These are the things we are going to study in this particular topic. And the profile of the soil can be explained, can be learned with the help of this chart. So let's see, the topsoil that what you see is not only the soil is present, it has got layers of soil below that we cannot see. And that is shown in a very vertical figure of a cut part of the soil. So here the topmost part of the soil, that is called O horizon. This is mainly at the top level of the soil that what we see. It is mainly filled with humus, and all type of vegetations, plants grow on this level, and it is made, this is the decomposing process is mainly done on this O horizon that makes the soil filled with humus, and it is normally dark in color since humus is present there. And second layer of the soil is A horizon, below of O horizon, that is called topsoil. So the geologists call this topsoil, and this is dark mixed of humus and many minerals, and is very fertile, soft, porous, and it's a shelter for many living organisms. The topsoil, we can find varieties of microbes, bacteria are living there, and this is a shelter also, shelter for many such organisms too. So this is the second layer of the soil. The different characteristics are there. And the third layer of the soil is B horizon. It is called subsoil. It is called a subsoil, and it is having comparatively less humus and more minerals, and comparatively harder than the topsoil. So that is why the B horizon is having these characteristics: less humus there, and more minerals there, and it is hard in nature. That is it is also called a middle layer too. And fourth layer of the soil is C horizon. It is called weathered rock fragments. What is weathered rock fragments means? The weathering process of the soil. What is weathering process? We studied in junior classes. When the rock undergoes different climatic changes, it hardens, is reduced, and it breaks into small pieces. So this procedure is happening there. Weathered rocks, that means that the temperature is comparatively less. So such broken pieces of the weathered rocks are present there. There normally stones and small rocks are found there in the C horizon area there. That is the fourth layer of the soil. Now the fifth layer, the lowermost layer of the soil is the horizon, that is called bedrock. And in bedrock, huge rocks and the foundation like stones we can see there, and huge rocks and very hard to dig. It's very difficult to dig and go inside. Such a type of bedrock, you can say that a bed made of rock like. It's a very basic foundation of there. That is what is called bedrock. So this is the horizon, a last layer of the soil. And the different types of soil as referred here: sandy, clay and loamy. It is referred as the particle size of the particles, a mixture of the components. Based on that, the soil is classified, grouped into three, that is sandy, clay and loamy. What is sandy soil? Sandy soil means the soil that has mainly bigger particles like sand, mixed up of more sand particles, that is called a sandy soil. And another is a clay soil. Clay soil means it is a very fine particles, very minor, minute particles of the soil, that is very small particles, that is clay soil, having less humus. And the last one is loamy soil. Loamy soil contains mixture of both the sandy and clay soil, and also filled with a very good amount of humus and other manures. So such a type of soil is called a loamy soil. So these are the three types of soil present soil component based on the different characteristics. So this is what the total profile of soil.